Good morning, everybody. I was drinking some coffee and getting my plan for the day on what work I'm doing, and thought I'd make a video about the construction of this Obi Flex. Now, these are using mostly Roman's parts, except for the blade holder and the switch. Of course, that's off of a Canon flash. On the one that I made for myself, the blade holder, I believe, was from TCSS. I could be wrong, it's been a while. But so it's a separate blade holder, and I made an adapter to go here. Now, this is a 7/8 blade, so I wasn't too worried about it, but it makes the shroud take some force because it's two separate pieces in here. So it's, kind of holding everything together. On this one, he wanted a 1-inch blade, plus he might use it a little bit as to where I'm not going to really be using mine. So this is a one-piece blade holder, so the shroud is just decorative. All the strength is in the one-piece holder. Now, I still have some machining to do, and it will be blasted and painted black. The greeblies that I have in here might change a little bit because I had more space with having a 7/8 blade versus a 1-inch, but I'll see what I can do. That's the only thing that might be different about these two sabers, because he did want all the same greeblies that I had on mine. And it will go to, I had to shorten these fins so they'd fit in here. Go like that. It will have two hidden set screws holding this together, and I might make this permanent with JB Weld as well. I'll see while I'm doing it to see what I feel comfortable with. I will also be putting a steel roll pin in here to strengthen up this thin neck. I did that on mine as well. So it's going to make it fairly strong, stronger than before for sure, up to this point. So a weak point now in my eyes is just the fact that this is a short thread. It might be stronger than I think, but that's going to be a weak spot. So I still would not say that this is good for full combat for sure. I mean, while it's tight, it might be strong, but if it comes loose while dueling with, and you got that wiggle in there, then you're going to probably get some damaged threads. So I really wouldn't go too hard on this saber for that reason alone. That's the one weak spot that I can't really do nothing about. Back here, I shortened this down so that I could get the pommel to thread up to where I wanted it to. I bored this entire thing out to a 1-inch inner diameter for the install. I bored out the threaded part here back to a little past where the hole is so that I could put this aluminum insert in here, and I threaded that so that it can now be threaded up on this. I mean, that would be considered a weak point too, but generally you're not going to be holding it back here, so I don't think of that as really a bad thing back here. I will be making a brass ring like mine has to put here. I'll be making a chassis adapter that will fit in here after the roll pin is in here, and you'll have just enough room for wires. The switches will be the same. That's going to take a minute because these are my switches. That's a tricky thing to do to get right to where it will work smooth every time. And that's about it, guys. I mean, like I say, it's a lot of Roman's parts here, just trying to make everything strong. Anyway, just a little rundown. Have a good day, guys.